So we're on part 2 here. We're gonna do hamstring stiff leg deads. Every time I do them, it just feels like a stretch. And because of my flexibility, I've tried them on a squat max, a pit shark, a barbell, a Smith machine, dumbbells, bands, low loads, high loads, beginning of the workout, end of the workout, you name it. It just feels like I'm doing front split training. And front split training with the isometric technique has never actually grown my hamstrings. Can we get them to work?
We're gonna try. We're gonna see. So show me what you've been doing.
So here.
Okay.
And then I try to like think about locking my knees as much as possible and shooting my hips back and like really trying to load that ham. And I feel a stretch, don't get me wrong.
No, yeah, for
like
sure.
I feel that stretch in my ham, but it just feels like a fucking stretch.
Sure, so what I want you to do, put it down.
All right.
Now what I want you to do is I want you to put your toes on the ground.
Yep.
Use your whole foot.
Okay.
And instead of what you're doing in terms of pushing back is this rocking backwards, and you're more than flexible enough. What I want you to think about is push the ground away to hinge, but your head's got to come towards the mirror. Okay, so it's going to feel like you have to actually go like front to back while you push.
Okay.
Okay, because you're just like, yeah, I can do it. You're just hanging on your legs.
Yeah.
So you're getting the stretch, but you're not actually pushing anything. Okay, you're just able to just take it with your hips. So let's try it. We'll play with a few of these things.
All right, can you cue me again?
Yep, so you're gonna think about your whole foot on the ground.
All right.
I'm gonna ask you to put a little bend in your knees.
All
You're
right.
gonna be like, what a waste.
That's new.
Okay, but I want you to think about that this is towards the mirror.
Okay.
Okay, and that you're gonna push your hips backwards versus rock your hips backwards.
All right.
Okay, way you go. So you're gonna think about hinging around the hips. You can do this. You keep a soft knee, whole foot through the ground, and start to hinge. And think heads over this way, towards me. There.
Oh, I'm leaning forward.
Yeah. There you go. You have to come forward to push your hips backwards.
Which is different. Okay.
You've been leaning backwards the whole time. Push your head forward to, yeah, there you go. We have to be counterweighted. That means you have to push your whole foot through the ground. Push your whole foot through the ground.
I feel the weight kind of shifting to my toes.
Yeah, I need you on your whole foot, not way back on the heel. Most people don't have the flexibility to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so this is where you're like, well, I'm going to push myself even further back, but all it's doing is just
stretching.
You're putting everybody backwards. Okay?
Putting everybody backwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Your whole body is going backwards.
This feels more like stretching. This feels more like touching my toes.
Yeah, sure.
Like when you touch your toes, I'm being pulled forward to do that.
Yes, perfect. So I want you to think more like that.
Okay.
Try that. And we're going to keep that soft knee, even though you don't need it.
Yeah.
We're going to keep that soft knee for you. Because I want you to get the idea of pushing more than straight legs, you just hinge, okay? So think about keep your knees bent and push. Whole foot. Head goes towards me.
But keep the bar next to me.
There, good. Now I'm gonna ask you for something weird here. You're gonna say internal rotation at your hips, not external. Yeah, there you go.
Should I point my toes in?
No, just from the hips. There you go.
So just kind of pulling my knees in.
Yep.
Okay, that's different.
You feel the difference now?
I'm
So it's gonna feel like cheeks open. Very funny cue.
Yeah.
There you go. Push. Good. Cheeks open. Whole foot down. You've been so on the outside, that back side there. Think whole foot, inside edges even. Yeah,
inside edges.
Inside edges too. There you go.
All right.
That's happening up at the hip, right? There you go. There you go. How's that feel now?
Feels more like a deadlift.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, now the challenge will be to see if we can cue you to do something more from hip extension. Because you've been basically just
rocking
this is
back
easy.
and forth,
Yeah,
like
you're
teeter-tottering.
So come on over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a step up, something you haven't done forever. Right?
Yeah, I gave up on them a long time ago.
Okay. So we're gonna see though, this is a hip extension exercise, yes?
Yeah.
Most people are thinking it's here.
It's not, that's why I stopped doing it.
It's here, okay, right? We want more hamstring, hip stuff, right? Which is what that area you want to see develop, right?
Yeah.
So the big thing here is, you have to actively be able to, I don't know why anybody has something up this high.
No, can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
You like step-ups?
I like step-ups.
Okay. Interesting.
Now, we're just using it as another tool to get pushing.
Okay.
Okay, right? From here, I'm pushing my hip out.
So you're kind of pulling the knee in?
Yeah, my knee stays on top.
Yeah.
It just doesn't buckle out.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, most people are here.
That's adductor.
Right? So I want this in a position where my hip will be wider. So I push this step away. So I'm staying forward and backward like a sprinty thing. I'm driving the platform away. Okay? So we're looking for hamstring adductor stuff. This will feel it stays in.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. This swings out. There, not crazy, just enough that it doesn't end up behind you.
Oh.
Okay,
Look,
see how,
hold on, let me see this real quick. I got to figure this out.
That's okay.
I know it sounds weird, like
No, no.
figure what out? I'm like,
yeah, but from here,
when you said stay behind me.
from here,
Yeah.
so when that knee buckles out, right, when you go the other way, when your hip goes behind, see how the knee buckles straight out.
You're gonna end up using these here.
Yeah, and you're
Do
gonna end up
that.
putting some force across your kneecap you don't usually like, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna stay on our whole foot, right?
Yeah.
So don't let me steal that. Don't let me steal that. Don't let me take it.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you see the two go
Yeah,
together.
I'm trying to imagine something is.
Yeah.
You're trying to trap like a.
Yeah,
Someone's
so
trying to pull a piece of paper
That's
out
right.
here.
So this and this are together.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got you.
There you
Oh,
go.
now I'm okay.
You got
so
it now?
It's right here.
Yep, you're gonna feel this loaded up.
Yeah, this is loaded.
This loaded out. You got this TFL and all this lateralis stuff loaded up, but hamstring right now is also trying to what? Pull
back.
Right.
Yeah, I
so now,
understand.
as you go up over the top,
Do I hold on to
your
something?
angle. Yeah, you can hold on. Your angle is like that way. You're not going up. You're going over.
I am.
Yeah, your hip is going through your shoulder right now. That's this. Yeah, there you go. Okay. There. Now this stays still ankle folded. There you go. And we're going to think about this is going right up through here. So if I had to lift, these guys are lifting me, yes? Push. There you go.
Okay, how high should the box be?
As high as you actively can.
There's got to be a point where it's like your form is going to just go to
Yeah.
garbage.
No, as I said, I don't know why this comes up so high because there's no point.
Stretching.
Yes.
It's not just for step ups.
This is good for putting a bottle on again. So this is lifting you. This is pulling this way, yes?
Okay.
Right, your hamstring is pulling there. Okay, this is driving down. This is pulling behind you. Go. There you go.
So do I extend at the top like
Yeah,
this?
if you finish at the top, it's coming from here,
Yeah.
right? It's coming from this going straight down. Go. There's a funny thing, cheek open again. Cheek open. There, drive. There you go.
Okay, I feel it mostly here.
That's fine. Now, I
hip
want you to
flexor?
think about is you keep rocking back to this standing position.
Yeah.
I want you to think if we were running a race, we're running a race, you and I,
Yeah.
and you say, okay, ready to go. And I say, okay, I'm ready to go.
Oh.
Okay?
it's
Because
starting
you
to
end up.
You're like this.
Yeah, you end up.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
now the hip
God,
can
that's a
push,
good cue.
Right? So
Like
starting
when you told me
position.
like ready, set, go, it's like you put yourself in that
yeah. There, all of a sudden you're like, okay, blow the whistle. I'll be like, he's not ready. I don't
Yeah.
know. So this
Yeah,
is.
this isn't ready, but this is.
Yeah. So all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
you're getting everything underneath you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dude, there we go.
So if we were
A
going to
little
rest.
bit more like you're getting, like if someone says you're ready to run a foot race, what position you're instinctively going to go to. That's a good point of reference.
Because he's standing here going, I feel this here. And
Yeah,
this is hanging out on
Okay.
top. And I
It's
feel
like,
this.
let's go race, okay.
And I feel this here. And I'm sitting on this lengthened, long position now.
Yeah.
Right? So I can push. There you go. There you go. Good. And I'm just going to turn this just a smidge. Go. This is just going to straighten a little bit. There you go. Okay. There we go.
All right, if I were to hold weight, which hand would you recommend holding it in?
Well, the challenge is if you were going to hold a weight, you'd probably, for balancing, you'd probably pick it out over here.
Yeah.
Okay, right? But again, we're trying to get this vertical thing. As soon as you hold a weight, what ends up happening, because we're just using this as a learning thing, is if we hold a weight, it's going to end up on a lot of glute.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, right? It's going to end up on a lot of glute. So
This-
there's our folding our ankle.
Yeah.
Right? There's our ankle. There we're getting ready. We're stacked and ready to get out of the blocks.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. And so it's funny, you're going to go up almost over. By the
Oh,
time you
really?
get to the top, you'd still be going
Like
over.
like you're jumping?
Yeah, there you go.
Like
It's
I
a
wanna
jumping
jump over a
exercise. So
fence.
this is a jumping exercise. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A step up is a terrible word for this because it's like, I want to keep going over the top. Like
Yeah.
a lunge, right? This is just a lunge or a single leg press, but it's not about pushing. It's about, oh, I got to snap the knee. back.
Driving, snapping,
Yeah.
pulling.
Okay. Does that make sense?
scraping,
Yeah, it's like
hoofing.
push, right? There
Yeah.
you go. Can you feel hamstring jump into
Yeah,
that now?
I can. You got to kind of think a little bit of a hoof.
Yeah.
Like you're ready to.
Yeah, it's like
Driving.
pushing behind you.
Okay.
Now this exercise,
Back
right?
to this.
And here's the thing. You might see some people that say you have to do this, you have to do this. There are some things that you just abandon for wear and tear. This is not my exercise. I'll just get some of it done.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to try and find my hamstring versus this doesn't fit me and there's so many other exercises to go after
Yeah.
versus you're not a real bodybuilder unless you
Yeah.
You're not a real bodybuilder unless you deadlift. You're not, you know.
Yeah. Well, they don't say that anymore, but
evidently you're a real bodybuilder. So now it's
now that I'm thinking about it, after doing the step up to kind of prime,
yeah.
and kind of get that pattern kind of like.
I understand the direction now.
Yeah, I understand direction. I'm already kind of thinking about like just pulling my knees in a bit.
Yeah.
Getting set here.
Yep.
Being on the whole foot, putting a little bit of pressure on the inside of the foot. And I'm going to grab the bar and step up to it more. So I'm kind of like in both legs this time.
So now you're in that loaded position.
Yeah.
Now let's get ready to run a race again. There you go.
All right, up.
Good. And then you're just going to kind of freeze these guys to sit in that spot, because it's not really about the stretch for you, it's about maintaining that squeeze.
Oh, I got it now.
You got it now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, attaboy.
Let's just add one plate on each side, just so I can feel a bit more. We're talking about activating muscles here and using them to kind of grow a muscle. So it's not about like, this isn't about deadlifting form, this is about deadlifting more weight. It's about feeling the muscle where we want to feel it to stimulate it to help grow it.
Yep.
And this is why it's like, are you just teaching them how to deadlift? It's like, no, it's not the same thing. You can use a lift for different things. Yep. And this is a modified version of just this. So, all right, in.
Yep.
Tear forward.
Yeah. There you go.
And then I just got to keep tension on the hamstring.
You got it now. There you go.
Is that it?
Yeah. Use those legs. Push. It's just the same. Get ready to run a race.
Yeah.
Stay on it and then shove to get back up there. Otherwise, you're just back flipping off that.
Yeah.
There you go. There.
Okay. Here we go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! All right. So I think the key for me was when I was trying this a month ago, they were having me like lodge a bunch of shit underneath my heel, throw my hips back like this and stretch. I think the big thing to help me there was on that step up, you had me put pressure on the inside of my foot and kind of just not like cave my knee in, but just kind of like, like I'm getting ready
on top,
like I'm getting ready to like block someone, you know? Like, and then putting that position there, and instead of like shooting my hips back, like thinking about pulling my body forward instead.
Your hips are still going back. But but it's not, now it's like closer to, as you said, this, well, that feels like I'm trying to put my feet up, my hands on the ground. I'm like, most people just don't have the flexibility you have. So all of a sudden, the things that might have worked for them just turn into a gong show for you.
There we go. All right. So we're going to do another video. We'll do a few parts here.
Sure.
So those are 2 exercises, body parts, triceps in the last video, and then stiff leg deads in this video. Now we're going to move on to some exercises I like, and I want you to make them even better.
Sure.
Also, there are some secret videos in the members area, so make sure you hit the join button. It's pretty cheap, and there's a lot of other videos there too. So check those out.